Good evening. Justice and closure for a family torn apart by a child's murder. Within the last hour, a jury found Roy Coons Jr. guilty on all counts.
He strangled 12-year-old Yhoana Arteaga with a karate belt inside her Goodlettsville home. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres is live at the courthouse, and Matthew, Coons was visibly shaken by the verdict.
Vicki, this was an emotional trial from the very beginning last week up until the very end today. The jury deliberated for a little over 3 hours, and at the end they found him guilty on all 5 charges. Those charges are 2 counts of second-degree murder, 1 count felony murder, attempted rape, and aggravated criminal trespassing. One of those charges alone is a life sentence. Now, some of the charges, as you might remember, are actually different from what he was initially indicted for. Now, at one point, this was an emotional minute as that juror read all of the verdicts. I was in the courtroom when you could see Roy Coons actually leaning back on his chair at one point, looking at his father and mouthing the words, "I love you," to him. And that's when he began to cry. You can see the father also being comforted by another loved one. Prosecutors say he used 12-year-old Yhoana Arteaga's karate belt to strangle her and tried to rape her back on August 10, 2017 in her mobile home in Goodlettsville. Now, Coons lived across and would also mow the family's yard. In this trial, we learned that there was DNA evidence that partially matched Coons on Yhoana's body. The defense tried to argue that there were other DNA evidence implying other people could have been involved. However, prosecutors argued that Coons had that partial DNA match on the back bathroom window, which was pried open that day that Yhoana died. Now, today, Yhoana's mother sobbed having to leave the courtroom when prosecutors showed the jury the karate belt used in her murder. After the guilty verdicts, she remained calm, thanking everyone involved. She says God will forgive Coons, but is pleased with the verdicts. She shared that she really just wanted one thing from him.
Pero me hubiera gustado haber visto un poco de arrepentimiento de parte de él.
Before they brought forth all of the evidence and everything, before he was found guilty, one of the things that I would have liked to see from him would have been a little bit of remorse, some kind of feelings where he felt bad, guilty for what he did.
As you can imagine, prosecutors are also pleased with the result of today's verdicts. Now, we did try to get in touch with the defense attorney and the family, but he chose not to comment. We know the sentencing is in September. Reporting live in downtown, Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.